as a YouTuber, you always want to be uploading as much as you possibly can, and I feel like I've kind of limited myself by sticking to just recommendations, my Sidemen Sundays, and the Among Us content, because I almost feel obligated to upload long videos every single time that I come on here. But the truth is, if I want to increase my uploads, all I need to do is watch some videos like this when I have time. And so I figured today, even though it's a short video, it's allowing me to get on here, say what's up, and upload more for you guys. If I just sometimes take the time to watch these shorter videos from either the More Sidemen channel or something similar. Whether this is something that interests you guys or not, I really feel like the More Sidemen channel will have a lot of opportunities for me to react to shorter videos like this one. And I know that I'll like a lot of these videos too, because the More Sidemen typically has a lot less production, which I find a lot of value in as well. Today we have Harry taking an autism test, and I'm very intrigued by this since there's always jokes about Harry made by the boys and even fans saying that he's slightly autistic. So I'm interested to see his results, and I think it's pretty cool of him to be willing to even do this in the first place, but we all know that Harry doesn't give a fuck, so I'm not super shocked. If you're still here, thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this shorter video with me. I hope you enjoy it. Let's get into it. Here we go. Harry takes an autism test.
Sidemen viewers, you'll be shocked to know it's just me today. I can only apologise. All the other Sidemen are away on holiday. I am fuming, so I'm stuck here holding down the fort, so at least you have something to watch. And lo and behold, they've got me doing the autism test. I chose to do this myself. I feel like it'll be fun to see how far on the spectrum I am. This is obviously not a full clinical evaluation, but I'm intrigued. Let's have a look.
He just assumed right off the bat that he's going to be on the spectrum with what he said. He said, how far along on the spectrum I actually am.
So, question one. Man. I prefer to do things on my own rather than with others.
Definitely agree.
Because I do.
That's
I don't
me.
at the same time. So do I prefer to do things on my own? I would slightly disagree. I think in general, I like doing stuff with other people. I like playing golf by myself, but also I prefer playing with other people.
I feel like
I'm going to slightly disagree.
Yeah, that's true for him, I think.
Okay. I prefer doing things the same way. For instance, my morning routine or trip to the supermarket. I disagree. Do I slightly disagree or do I disagree?
I disagree.
Doing things the same way. I'm trying to think.
Guys, this is also, I guess, going to be an autism test for me because I'm also answering. I would disagree because I definitely am not very good at routines. So I just get groceries kind of whenever, you know?
I don't do things the same way. I definitely disagree. I never do the same thing. My every day is different for me, so disagree. I find myself becoming strongly absorbed in something, even obsessional. This I would agree with. I get very like, when I started doing go-karting, I got hooked on go-karting. I'd go like every week. Golf at the moment, I go all the time, play golf. If I'm working on an edit, I know it's not very often, but when I do, I'm like super locked in. Like I can't.
He went not super often. I know he like never uploads. This one's interesting because I feel like everyone kind of has that. Like I feel like most people get on kicks sometimes, you know, like you just all of a sudden are like, oh, I love golfing now, and then you go all the time, but if you stop having it in your routine, you like become obsessed with something else. And maybe it's not obsessed, but I feel like it's in human nature to kind of like get a little addicted to something or have like a hobby for at least a certain period of time. But his sounds like it's very extreme, and honestly, so is mine. I would say I agree with this.
Focus on anything else apart from the edit, so I'll just sit there all night, all day. I would definitely agree. I don't know if it's obsessional, but I'll give him a definitely agree for that.
I'd put slightly for me.
I'm very sensitive to noise and will wear earplugs to cover my ears in certain situations.
Disagree.
I never wear earplugs. Although I do have a thing on my phone. You know, it's like there's the sound thing, so you can turn down the max volume your headphones go to, so it doesn't like hurt your ears over time. But that's not because I don't like loud noises. That's just because
you care about your ears, bro.
Kill my ears. I'll give him a slightly disagree. There we go. All right, sometimes people say that I'm being rude, even though I think
definitely
I'm being polite.
Disagree.
This happens often. I'll just say something how it is, and I don't know if I'm trying to be polite, but like I'll slightly agree.
I would definitely disagree for me on this one.
I don't know. I feel like there should be like something in the middle. Do I slightly agree? Sometimes people say I'm being rude, even though... No, sometimes people say I'm being rude, but I don't think I'm trying to be polite, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna agree for this one.
Yeah, these are kind of
I find
hard.
it easy to imagine what characters from a book might look like.
Agree.
It's a classic thing. Like, can you imagine? If you close your eyes, do you picture something? And do you? Can you immediately see it? I can't. Like, if you told me like red apple, I don't see a red apple. I don't know. So.
Have you guys heard of that? It's like this, I don't know if it's a theory or what, but it's basically exactly what he's talking about. How like everyone pictures or doesn't picture an apple. Like there's different ways when people think of an apple, what they think of. I don't really know which I am. Like I definitely picture the apple, but I don't really picture it. Like it's like abstract. I don't fucking know. But it's crazy to me that some people don't see an apple at all. Like if I told you right now, you would see nothing. That's crazy. That's nuts.
I feel like when I used to read, I could imagine. I can imagine what they look like. Yeah. I find it easy to talk in groups of people. Now, if it's a group of people I don't know, I'm awful. If it's a group of people I know, I'm fine. So I'm going to slightly disagree.
I like how thoughtful he's being.
If it's even people I loosely know, I'm fine. If it's people
I would say I strongly agree on this one.
I don't know at all, terrible. So I'm going to slightly disagree on that one. I am more interested in finding out about things than people. Yeah, I definitely agree. I couldn't give a shit. All right, I find numbers, dates, and strings of information fascinating. No. No. People look at like number plates on a car and stuff and find like links and stuff or dates. I mean, it's cool. It's cool if it's like 010101 or like, but I don't find it fascinating. No, definitely disagree. I prefer non-fiction books and films to fiction. Definitely disagree. Wait, no. No, definitely agree. I prefer non-fiction documentaries. I just don't like films. Fiction, I can't get behind. Any movie that couldn't realistically happen in real life, I just won't even give it a chance.
I don't think I totally agree with that because, like, I love, like, Avengers and movies like that. But there's certainly times, especially action movies, when the main character is just a human, regular dude, whatever, and they just survive the most absurd fucking scenarios. That triggers me so much. Like, I can't enjoy the movie when fucking Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, like, falls off a building and lives. It's like, this is dumb, you know? Like, I love action, but this is too much. But I do enjoy, I would say I do enjoy, like, certain aspects of non-realistic things, so I don't know. This is in the middle.
It's got to be somewhat based in reality, and, like, it could happen, if that makes sense. Even then, I don't really like fiction, so definitely agree. I find it upsetting if my daily routine is upset or changed. Definitely, I said my days are different every day.
Yeah, so that's facts for him.
It's difficult for me to understand other people's facial expression and body language. Now, I'm going to slightly agree. I think some people might tell you that I should definitely agree because I've definitely misread some situations in the past. Toby was once talking about how he'd lost someone he knew, basically. Someone he'd lost and passed away. I, for some reason, didn't clock that he was being serious. For some reason, I thought the whole scenario was a joke, so I cracked a joke.
Is there a bug on here?
He was being...
What is that? Does he have a bug on his ear?
Being serious.
What is
For some reason,
that?
I thought the whole scenario was a joke, so I cracked a joke about it, and it went down like a lead balloon. So I didn't read that one very well.
That's crazy. Someone says someone died and they joke.
I don't think I'm that bad. I don't have any problems making small talk with new people. Definitely disagree.
That's disgusting.
I'm better than I used to be. To say I don't have any problems, definitely disagree. It's not for me. Small talk's the worst, man. I notice very small changes in a person's appearance.
Not me at all.
I noticed.
Couldn't notice shit.
Oh, I'm fat. I want to kill myself.
I noticed if they cut their hair.
You bull-headed prick!
But I don't think any more than anyone else noticed. I don't think I notice very small. I don't notice very small changes. No, I notice like anyone else notices stuff. I think.
I don't notice anything, honestly.
I'm gonna go slightly disagree on that one. When I was young, I used to play a lot of Let's Pretend or imaginary games.
I don't remember.
I think so. I'm going to say slightly. I guess, what imaginary games are there? Is that like I Spy? That's not imaginary. Imaginary games. I guess I used to do stuff like, I probably even still do. If I'm playing golf, I'm sorry, I keep going if I tell. Or if I'm like doing go-kart racing, I'm like, right, if I don't get the right time here, my whole family dies. Or if I'm playing golf, I'm like, right, if I don't get a car on this hole, my whole family dies. Like that kind of, those kind of mental games.
Why is
it's not even that bad? But like, you know.
You could make the challenge anything, and the challenge is that if you don't do it, your whole fucking family dies.
I mean, like, I do sometimes make up games in my head, but I'm gonna say, did I play lots of them? No, I didn't play lots of them.
You should agree with that.
I like collecting information about things I'm interested in. Information about things I'm interested in. I'm trying to think what I'm interested in.
I would say for me,
no,
just slightly.
No, I don't.
Slightly
agree. I wouldn't. No, I'm not like a stat nerd about stuff. Like I wouldn't. No. Is it definitely disagree or slightly disagree? I'll go with.
I feel like he's not gonna get.
It's long. I don't know. No.
He's not gonna get autistic at all. I don't think.
I like meeting new people. Disagree, man. Disagree.
I don't know what I would put. I guess I like meeting new people. It depends on my mood. That's what I'll say.
Very blessed in that I've got quite a large circle of people in my life, and I like they're all friends and people I like. So why would I need to meet someone new, man? I've got everyone.
That is a good point for him, anyway.
I don't need anyone new. People close to me say I talk about the same things repeatedly. No. But then do I go slightly or definitely disagree? Do I talk about the same things repeatedly? I like playing golf by myself. Golf at the moment, I go all the time, play golf. Or if I'm playing golf, I'm like, right, if I don't get a car on this hole, my whole family dies. If I'm playing golf, I'm sorry, I keep going with myself. No one says that.
Oh my god.
I find it easy to work out what people are thinking or feeling just by looking at their facial expressions.
Definitely disagree.
Thinking or feeling? I feel like I tell what someone's thinking by their facial expression. Like I can kind of pick up on that. I'd agree more than disagree that I can tell. Yeah. Fuck, I don't know. I'm gonna give myself agree, but I wish I could put it in the middle. New social situations make me feel anxious. Yes.
Slightly agree
for
me. Slightly agree
Honestly,
for me.
A few years ago I was awful. Now I don't really care as much. But like for the sake of the quiz, I'm gonna go definitely agree on that one. It's important for me to carefully plan any activities I'm going to do. No, I prefer to know what the plan is. Like I don't like just going out and just figuring out. Like I'd have.
I feel like there's a small portion of society that would say like strongly disagree on this. Like I don't know many people who are just like, let's just go. Like let's just get in the car and go here and see where the day takes us. I feel like everyone. It says carefully planned, so I think they mean like you really need to know like every detail. So for me, I'd put slightly agree because I feel like I am a bit of a planner. But, I mean, I'm not going to, like, freak out if there's not a strong plan.
No, I don't want to carefully plan it. I'm going to slightly disagree on that one. I find it hard to work out what people's intentions are. I feel I can suss out
strongly
a person pretty quick by talking to them. I think. Even though I don't like talking to them, I can kind of suss it out. So I'm going to definitely disagree
Harry hates talking to people, bro.
I would find it really hard to play imaginary games with children.
Oh, it'd be easy for me. Easy.
No. I mean, I'm always definitely disagree. Back in school, I used to help out with the kids. Like when I was in like year 6, I used to help out with the reception kids, and I quite enjoy playing with kids.
Yeah.
I'm gonna disagree. I prefer to play an actual game with them. I prefer to play an actual game.
I almost said, I started to say, yeah, me too, and then they put the thing, and I was like, I can see how easily what you say could be taken out of context, because I was just thinking, yeah, like, it's fun. I like hanging out with kids. I've babysat kids, but it just sounds so sus because, it's fine.
I'm a good
it's fine.
diplomat and can help ease difficult. No, I stir the
I
pot.
definitely agree with this.
I'm the worst for that. I want to see everything burn. I don't want to see it resolved. I'm often the last person to understand a joke.
Definitely disagree.
No, I disagree with that. I like doing things spontaneously. I would
disagree
definitely agree.
here.
I
disagree.
Like spontaneous stuff. If I am interrupted doing something, I find it hard to get back to what I was doing beforehand. It depends what I was doing beforehand. If I was interested in what I was doing beforehand, I can definitely go back to it. If I was doing something I didn't want to do and I got distracted, then I just sack it off. So I'm gonna slightly disagree. But
I would slightly disagree too.
I could easily definitely disagree. I don't think it's that difficult. I notice patterns in things all the time.
Disagree. I don't notice anything.
Fuck it. You know what? Because I do all right in the guess the link games, I'm going to give myself slightly agree, but I don't know. Fuck it. We'll go slightly agree. I have some very strong interests, and I get upset if I can't pursue them.
Do anything, bro. Go on a hike.
I'm very much of the thing of, like, I want to be able to do what I want
love
in my
that
life.
video.
So, yeah. If you told me, like, oh, you can't go skiing this year, or you can't play golf, I'd be upset. I would agree. I can tell if someone I'm talking to is getting bored. I can definitely agree. I can tell that.
For sure, me too.
I always think they're getting bored before they get bored. Like,
guys, I do not think he's gonna get like not at all or very like minimal, because just based on how he's answering the questions, I feel like it's unlikely that the test is gonna say he has autism. Which, again, this is not professional testing, I understand. So we'll never know.
I'm like, I can tell you're
We'll
not
never
interested
know.
in this conversation right now. As I'm not most of the time either, but I would say definitely agree. Which is the final question.
Yep.
Which means you show autistic traits slightly above the population average. So I've got slight tendencies. I think being...
Hold on, we gotta go back. Look at this. He's like barely... 13 is right over the cusp. So, very little. Very little.
So I've got slight tendencies. I think being autistic is the best way to live. Personally, that's my opinion. Not that I know. It's not telling me I'm that high, but I reckon it is. Anyway, have a good day, boys and girls, and we'll see you shortly.
Don't forget the girls, bro. I'm not sure what I was expecting from this video because obviously it's just an online quiz, but it was interesting to take the test alongside Harry because it genuinely is hard because there's certain situations where your answer might not be exactly what you think in general it is, and it's just kind of vague. It's like you slightly agree or you like slightly disagree. There's just not enough options. So, you know, we might never know if Harry is actually slightly autistic. I personally don't think he is, but I think it's all good jokes and all good fun from the Sidemen and the fans who call him autistic. I was answering along with Harry, but obviously I didn't get to get my actual results. I don't really think I'd fall anywhere on there, but you never know. All you gotta do nowadays is take a quiz online to find out a professional diagnosis like that, right? So I'll have to go check it out and make sure I'm okay, you know? Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me on this short video. I hope to continue to find more Sidemen content that's similar to this that just interests me. I'm basically gonna scope out the more Sidemen channel when I have time and pick out some videos that seem fun. I actually have some recommendations from you guys for more Sidemen content as well. But in general, I feel like this might be a great way for me to just be on here a little bit more often, getting some more exposure and hanging with you guys some more. So if you enjoyed this video, you know the deal. Like it, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys on the next video.